This week, it's iron week. I've just had some new irons in my bag. I've actually had a mixed set of P7MBs, MCs, 770s and a 792 iron. So in this video, I'm going to give you a really quick tip on how you can improve your ball striking with your irons. So when it comes to hitting irons, there's a couple of non-negotiables that we kind of all have to do. The golf club needs to be descending as it makes contact with the golf ball. That's why you see so many great players hitting the ball and then taking divots afterwards. So that's something that all great players do. If you're struggling with your ball striking, there's a very good chance that your club is bottoming out too early or around about where the ball is. If we can change that and get your attack angle a bit more down, it's really going to help. So this is a great drill to help you do that. So what great players tend to do, that a lot of the golfers that I see and work with struggle to do, is they will get their weight to their lead side really early in the golf swing, often earlier than many people sort of think should happen. You can see I've got an alignment stick here, and as I take my setup to that golf ball, sorry, just nudging it, then I've got that alignment stick just over the width of a hand outside my lead thigh. Now what we would tend to see from those great players that we all kind of aspire to strike the ball like, is that by the time their left arm or the lead arm is level with the ground in the downswing, they have already got the majority of their weight to that lead side, and they will have closed that gap to the alignment stick. So you can set something up like this during your practice. Get yourself set up with that alignment stick just outside your lead heel, and I want you to just practice initiating your downswing with a shift across your lead side. And my checkpoint is, as I said, lead arm level with the ground. Have I closed that gap? Now when I've closed that gap and I feel like the outside of my leg or my hip is in contact with it, that's going to tell me that the majority of my pressure is through that left side. Once it's there, we can then use that pressure to push and rotate. So I would then get my belt buckle also onto that visible line or that alignment stick. So in the downswing, I'm going early, lead hip to stick, belt buckle to stick. If you're struggling, there's a very good chance that your weight will not be moving early enough, or potentially, which is another common trait, is that it moves across, but then as you turn through, you back and you reverse away from it. So I really struggle to get my belt buckle onto that line. So setting something up like this in practice is great. You can just work on moving towards it early, hip on the line, belt on the line. And if you can get those two checkpoints, hip on the line, belt on the line, you're going to have two of the really key essential ingredients to strike your irons better. You're going to have at impact weight shift, lead hip forward, and you're going to have rotation, which is what then brings the handle forwards. When the handle is forwards, we increase the chances of us hitting down on the golf ball and getting that attack angle that we want. So I've got myself a 7-iron. All I'm going to focus on is hip to the stick, belt to the stick. Ball turf contact, that ball should be on the green, and I guarantee if you can work on those movements, your ball striking will become much, much better.